Welcome to Super Smash Brothers. We are playing D3 again because we're fucking gluts for punishment.
Yes!
But this time we are playing patch 2.1.1 and we are playing on our hardcore characters. Which will be the last time we play on these characters this evening.
Yes, for fear of dying.
Getting drunk and playing with hardcore characters on D3. Those that don't know, hardcore basically means if your character dies, that's it.
You're dead.
Yeah, you could have put 20 hours plus into a character, you die, that's it, they're fucking brown bread. And Luke is going to introduce us to his wizard.
My little wizard, yes. But Sam's right. I was playing this game window mode the other day in hardcore. I don't do it anymore. So for any D3 players out there, do not play hardcore characters in window mode. That's a little pro tip I'll give you. If the mouse cursor goes out the screen and you accidentally hit to resize the window or drag the window, it will probably cause a lot of graphics lag on your card.
You did manage to save your ass by doing...
I pulled the power plug out the back of the computer. I had to jump out my seat and pull the power out of the back of the computer.
Which, if you inebriated, jumping, probably not a good idea.
No, exactly.
Reaching for cables around the back of a computer, also not a good idea.
No.
So yeah, lucky save there, bro.
So you've got to be very careful when playing hardcore. Also, another cool thing about Sam's and I hardcore character, we just started this off as an experiment, just because we could, and we ended up with both between us, a million DPS craziness within 2 weeks of playing, which we didn't think was possible because we've been playing this game for months with softcore tunes, and it's taken a while, but we pulled this off which is fucked up.
To be fair, your tune does kick ass.
No, but tell them the secret. This is the key thing.
What was the secret?
The secret, if it's still equipped, please say it is that fucking little thing there. And could you please explain to the ladies and gentlemen, because this is another little pro tip.
Right, okay,
with the gem in, that's what I'm looking at.
The first time we went through and ended up doing a Greater Rift, we picked up the Boon of the Hoarder, which is a gem which can be slotted into rings or amulets. And as you can see there, Luke's got just under 30% chance of enemies, if he kills them, turning into a big part of gold. That's
a very low rank. And
this is going to come in quite a lot when I show you my tune,
Sam's is even more impressive. But basically, how we pulled this off is it takes a lot of money to get top end gems. So Sam suggested when we actually opened up a vault, didn't we, on our hardcore tunes.
We found a gold vault.
We found a gold vault, and it was brilliant fun. But we pulled these gems came from that. So if you do a gold vault, odds are you should hopefully get these gems dropped for you. And it is the most amazing way of making an insane amount of money you can think of. And because of that, you can farm awesome gems, and that's how we've been pulling this off, basically. Excuse the gems and no trousers, whatever.
And anybody that's thinking about starting a hardcore team and has loads of, if you want to go and look at your stash. And decides, I've got loads of nice things in my stash which would help. No, your hardcore stash is completely separate to your normal stash. So
completely, utterly separate.
If you want to start a hardcore character, just bear in mind you'll be starting with nothing.
Yeah,
but the good thing is that your hardcore stash and your normal mode stash are held separately. So if you've got a load of good stuff and your character happens to die and you've got loads of good stuff in your stash, roll another hardcore team. They'll have access to the same gear.
Indeedy. So that's another little pro
tip.
So
let's walk these people through this build.
So this is a accidental fire wizard. I don't know nothing about playing wizards. I'm a monk player, but that said, this is what I've come up with. So I'll just show you. I've been completely accidentally stacking fire damage. Some of the items have got fire damage on them. I can't remember what it is now. I think it's 35% maybe, 36%. There you go. Just complete accident and stacking it, and so fuck it. Why not stack the skills with it? So
any skill based on fire damage
as a percent of 36%.
It doesn't show when you're looking at the skill damage and stuff like that. But it stacks differently, but
it makes a massive difference. Yeah. Weird, That's the problem with the fire monk. Yeah, it Sam said it doesn't. Your raw DPS figure, this figure, it does not actually change, but in your heart you're doing more damage. You just can't fucking see it. So Blizzard, please sort that out. Okay, we said this last time. I mean it. So anyway, basically,
let's have a walk through on your skills.
Yeah, so basic primary skill. Again, I don't necessarily need to have fire skill there, but fuck it, I've got some stacking. Let's run it. That's very boring.
Well, let's do them one by one. So your magic, your primary resource builder, is something that penetrates characters and will do fire damage 130%. So that just passes straight through opponents and does damage to all of them, which is nice.
It's nice. I got Disintegrate, that's my favourite. I absolutely swear by that. That is my... and by the way, I don't know how I've managed to wangle on this tune, Disintegrate. You can just hold it down and you can just basically cast it forever. I don't quite... Again, I need to work out why that is.
I think that's because you've got some passive mana regen. Also, you have to bear in mind, at the moment, you're out of combat, so your passive regens are higher. than when you're in combat. So it's not quite that much, but to be honest, if Luke runs out of mana against an opponent, we both need to run away. Usually.
Not gonna happen. That's essential. Everyone should have
so as a hardcore character, it's very important that he's got a teleport.
Yeah, that's everyone should have.
Run away. Every character has run away skill.
I mean, you've got these amazing teleport rooms. You don't need any of these. You literally want this teleport. After casting, you can do another one. That's pretty much saved my life. I've lost how many times, count the times. Essential skill. This is my favourite. So again, because I'm stacking fire damage in a weird way, it's not whatever. This is a fire. So this is amazing. This skill in particular, you can put this near a group of mobs and it will suck them in, and from there you blast them. And it's a tactic that Sam and I have mastered this. We've mastered this shit.
And to be fair, I don't have a build that complements this in the same way, but any enemy that's drawn into that, whilst they're under the effect, they take higher amounts of damage from fire-based skills. So awesome. Not only does it suck them in and ball them up so that you can then disintegrate the fuckers, you're also doing higher damage whilst they're under that effect.
It's great. Again, it's one of those. It's a semi-defensive skill because you can lay it down, they all get sucked in, you can run away the other direction and then blast them from afar. This is why wizards are awesome. I'm not a really wizard player, I'm a monk player, but I've had so much fun with this. That just adds percentage damage, blah blah blah.
No, blah blah blah. Magic, the familiar and the magic weapon. Let's just take those off. So just reassign them, and let's look at your DPS without those skills. So you're going to have to reassign your familiar because it's already cast. Anything will do. Right. So now let's look at his base DPS. It's gone down. So he's getting 200,000 damage extra just from having those 2 extra skills.
They are very important.
So we're going to recast them. It's your cannoneer, I would imagine.
There we go.
And then back up to 1 million. So it's just nice. They are passives. The weapon, magic weapon, does have to be recast, but it's got a long cooldown. It does take up 2 of his hot skills, though.
It does, yes, it does. That's the problem with this setup. You do end up with something. You end up two buttons, 3 and 4 taken up with, but they just add so much damage. You might as well fucking take them. It's just possible. No, exactly. Everyone plays this game different. That's one of the appeals of this game, isn't it? Anyone can have. I know you've got 4 buttons to choose from, but players have random combinations of ways of playing the character.
There's no wrong way. There's no wrong way
at all.
So let's look at your passives before we take it out.
Okay, that's just obvious. Everyone should have that as a wizard, especially on hardcore.
On hardcore, it is. I mean, as a hardcore character, because he's playing a range class, he's playing a magic class. He's going to be taking 30% more damage than your warriors and your crusaders and your monks. This helps offset that immediate damage reduction.
So I'm going to go as far as saying, if you play a hardcore wizard and don't have this as your perk, God help you.
Well, no, actually, I've seen people do it, but they tend to be like armed for T6 but playing T1.
God help you. So I know so that's just a binary gen, and purely so I can just blast the shit out of people. It goes for fire damage dealt to enemies applies a burning effect, increasing their chance to be critically hit. So again, because I'm stacking fire damage, actually that's actually what does all the damage of that one perk there. I think I've come to remember. Just having that equipped. And dominance, killing an enemy grants
dominance shield. That's amazing!
Yes, that's just a shield. I don't actually need that because I'm Team of Sam. We can do something really
No, let's just show them what dominance was about first.
Yeah, so
dominance, right. So you've got 16k absorb.
Yeah.
Stacks up to 3 times. So you've got like 48% or 45%, 40%, 45k damage before you take a fucking drop of damage. What's your health at?
394, not that.
Okay, so like before you take any damage at all, they've got to burn through these shields.
Yes, it's a brilliant little skill. Very good for solo. Again, if you're playing hardcore solo, recommend that.
If you want to rack up a little bit more DPS, if you click into it, there are some other options. Elemental exposure is pretty nice, which basically means they're going to take 5% extra damage, but this counts for everyone. So
indeed,
you hit something, I do 5% more damage.
Very important,
which is quite nice. Unwavering will.
If you're really balls, you could play that.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Not on hardcore mode.
But unwavering will is one just to look at briefly. So you get a 10% damage increase just by standing still for less than 2 seconds.
It's very important,
which is quite nice.
So just to show that in action, as Sam says, and
yeah, so you're up to 1.14. instead of what you're on before. But another nice passive, which I just want to point out, if you can go back in, change Unwavering Will, is Unstable Anomaly. Now, this is also a classic skill which will be used by hardcore characters quite frequently, which basically means if you die, you don't die.
That's amazing.
It's a kind of get out of jail. All classes have this kind of skill, but it's got a cooldown on it. Yeah.
I'm not saying big-headed. I've never had to use that. Yeah. I'm an actual wizard player.
No, that's fine. You pick what you want, and let's just have a little demo.
So let's
just have a little demo. Just go and find somewhere and kill some.
All right.
So he's playing on T1. So this is kind of the bottom end of end game. But let's just see how this guy roasts some stuff.
Yeah, just a quick.
So you're taking out an ally with you.
I want you to go through your stuff in a minute.
Oh yeah. Next up will be mine. But you can see some quite shiny numbers there. That was the 3 million non-crit there, which is pretty.
Look at the gem in action, guys. All the cold dropping from all these fuckers. Yeah. I mean, that stuff's stacked. I'm playing Wizard terrible at the moment. I shouldn't be just standing here and doing this.
If you see a stack of more than one pile of drop from any mob, that's his gem kicking in. There we go. There's a pile of that should only come down as one stack. And as you can see, his right click, his disintegrate is basically an erase button. It's like playing Microsoft Paint, and you just erase these characters because they're in your way. Works very well. And Harrington's belt. He's also sporting.
Oh, good point.
He hasn't mentioned, which is utterly beautiful. Let's take a. Let's go and.
It was two. Yeah, two. So we'll try and find another.
Let's go and find anything that you can open.
Yeah.
And look at that, both of them on a 30% drop. See, that's 25 grand just off of 2 trash mobs. You can see how if you're struggling for cash,
just do this for gems, guys.
Get yourself
honestly.
One of these.
Look at it. Look how much gold you get.
I have to say, on my hardcore,
ludicrous.
I've actually started running out of gems that I can transmog. That's what's holding me back, not my money, which is the first time ever. And I have one of each class, you know. So it is pretty nice. Let's find something you can open. Anything, a body, a chest. And let's look at some buff DPS. And you look, it's got 10 stacks of his absorb running at the moment. You can see it just faded, so there's 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack. He's immediately up to 4 stacks of 15,000 plus damage absorb. As long as he doesn't go without killing something for too long, he's pretty safe. I want to go and find a chest though.
Yes, we're going to find a chest.
Find a chest.
Or a dead body or something.
Anything.
There you go. No, that's not. No. Okay, there's something around that we can take.
Oh, that'll do. Down. There we go.
Yeah,
right now, yeah. So yeah, 2 point, almost 2 mil DPS on a hardcore character, which you have not been playing that long.
No, 3 weeks max, I suppose.
Well, and that's casual.
Yeah, this is incredibly casual.
Look at that! Look at the gold. And actually, Wizard in the latest patch reduced the amount of gold splashes and increased the quantity of gold in each of those.
I tell you what, though, would you believe this? The gold you're seeing splash on the screen is nothing compared to the character Sam is going to show you.
Yeah.
In fact, we're going to do that now. I'm going to walk back to town. This is just pure. Here we go. Oops. Fuck. All right. Okay, we didn't hit any elites, but fuck the elites. We're just right. So
we'll be back next time.
We're going
to show you. We're going to introduce you to my witch doctor.
Yes, hardcore witch doctor.
And then after that, we're going to show you what they do in combination.
Yes, right. So Dan,
next time.